Hi, welcome to the FRC Historian. Today, we're going to be talking about what I feel is the biggest upset in Canada normal season 2018. Normally I wouldn't do two videos in one day, but today is special since I just saw an idea from a commenter about a district that I wanted to cover, and that is Waterloo 2018. Now, going into Waterloo, first event of great teams such as OP 1241, Dave, and Sir Lancelot, OP and 1241 had worked together for the first time in quite a while on Archimedes Field to become third place in the round robin. Now, they went together for both their districts and the district championship in 2018 so they could work together more. By the end of the qualification matches, OP was ranked 1 and they picked 1241. Almost symbolically, the first qualification match of this competition was OP and 1241, scoring 4 ranking points and a score of 477 points. Now, the second alliance was Sir Lancelot, 4917, who picked 3683, Team Dave. And then the third alliance was 772 and 4678. 4678 had been a team who was a finalist on the Daily Alliance in 2017. Now, if we move on to the playoffs, the quarters were almost a perfect bracket, with only one match going to the Blue Alliance, which was quarters 2 match 1, where the fifth alliance upset the fourth, and then the fourth alliance went on to win the next two, and every single team in red moved on to the semis. Now if we move on to the semis, in semis 1 and semis 2, OP and 1241 scored at least 500 points with penalties, and the Blue Alliance scored exactly 169 in the other two. Now why I mentioned the third alliance is because they did upset the second alliance in one match, 341 to 328, but then the second alliance went back and won the next two to make it to the finals. Now why I like Waterloo and see it as such a upset in terms is because of the result of the finals. All the teams in the finals were great teams. OP was the undisputed rank 1 of 2017 of the Ontario District, 1241, not very far behind, and Dave in 4917 also did phenomenal in 2017. But OP and 1241 had worked together at Worlds and were ready to take home a district together. And what happened was, the Blue Alliance was able to play strategy to outdo that alliance. And if you look at those matches, when you watch it, in the first match, I love the first match and the second match, because during the auton, both alliances, so 1241 and 3683, placed auto cubes at the exact same time, making it so that neither alliance got any points for the scale. I love that so much because of how well those programs work together. And then in the first match, the Blue Alliance placed down the first cube, giving them an automatic advantage over the Red Alliance. 1241 had trouble getting cubes up there once they got past the first layer mark, and OP was able to help, but the Blue Alliance ended up taking it for the first half of the match. The Red Alliance did take it back, but then by playing effective defense, the Blue Alliance took the Red Alliance's switch away, and then played defense on OP so they could not get any more cubes on, for the most part. And the Blue Alliance took the first match 399 to 332. Going into the second match, they both ran the same robots in Auton. They both had a perfect stalemate at the scale again, but the Red Alliance had one more second on the scale, which only counted 2 points. And then once we got to the actual match, once again the Blue Alliance took it in the first 2 seconds of teleop, because 1241 placed their first one, got a second one and dropped it, but Sir Lancelot came from behind Dave and took the scale. What happened was, 1241 had broke their Crippers and Auton, so they couldn't place cubes. They could grab them, but they couldn't effectively place them as much as they wanted to, so they resorted to play defense for most of the match. And although as well as their defense did, and as well as 2056 OP could place cubes, what ended up happening was Sir Lancelot and Dave overtook them. And in the end, the Blue Alliance won again in an 0-2 upset over the Red Alliance, resulting in them winning Waterloo. Now, I see it's such a big upset because you have the eventual rank 1 and I think rank 4 of the Ontario district going down in a district. That's what I think is powerful. All the teams there on the Red and Blue Alliance were amazing. It's just that you have rank 1 in Canada 2 years running being upset by good match strategy. And although, as I showed in one video where most of the time the Red Alliance wins, this is one of them where they didn't. Where a team played effective strategy, used the correct data, and was able to upset the first alliance. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.